Hello everybody, how is it going? So today I just quickly wanted to tell you guys or I guess tell you guys explain, just give you the tech on the Enel mirror match. I think it may not be as intuitive. I kind of look at this matchup as the 8 cost kid, the useless kid mirror match in what's it called? Set 1. It's like not exactly like that, but it's similar. Pretty much what I've found is you really just want to starve them, and I think if you're both starving each other, the game is gonna be weird. I don't know exactly how it's gonna play out. I imagine it's gonna come down to who saw more like 8 cost category or an L, or just top end in general. But yeah, I think if at least you know that like if you're the Enel not attacking your opponent, you're probably gonna win because this is just a quick game that I was playing earlier. I have a ton of Enel games recorded. I'll probably upload more. Maybe I'll throw one at the end of this little talking segment, but yeah, I think you're in a huge advantage if you're the Enel that's not attacking your opponent. I don't think you really need to cater a list towards it. You know, you just play like a normal Enel list that you'd want to play, but yeah, I do think that if you're in this spot, like, or if you're playing the Enel mirror and you're the one that's just attacking their board, because kind of what you want to do is you want to establish, a bunch of big bodies, and then just be able to go for game very quickly after mostly fighting for board the whole game. It's pretty much all you do. You don't have to deal with as many triggers if you're not attacking them. You hopefully won't get triggered in a rough spot. And usually after the course of like 1 or 2 turns, once you've dwindled their hand down a lot and they don't really have anything on board, you can just get game. And right here is, I think, a funny interaction that's also pretty good in the matchup. Is just 8 costing their Enel when you're in this spot, when you're at this huge advantage, with your board already built. Your hand is probably going to be bigger than theirs. Yeah, just use 8 cost on their Enel, and if they trash their life, you're kind of happy about it because they're down 1 card. It's all good. He does play a 7 Enel, which I mean, yeah, a 7 Big Mom, which I just let him heal. I was kind of like, yeah, whatever, it's fine. I'm not gonna randomly drop a whole bunch of my cards. And yeah, we're just gonna keep fighting for board. If he wants to keep trashing his life to keep this Enel alive, I'm pretty happy about it, honestly. We'll play our Yamato, just heal 1, and yeah, we really still just can't die. That's what's great about it, though. As long as you see your top end, in these spots where they only have 1 to 2 attackers, in this case they do have 3, but now I'm at basically 3 life right now. He Yamato's my Gadatsu. That's pretty good. I'm not even going to use the Sanji because it's just 2 cards out of my hand I don't want to drop. I don't need it. I know I'm not going to die. And a lot of his board will probably be lost this turn. So, no point in dropping too many cards when I want to at least preserve 1 life. I know he'll probably, if I play 7 Mom, he'll probably just trash one of his. So, that isn't really like a safety kind of thing. He does continue trashing life for his 7 Enel, which I don't think is worth it, especially if it just gets outed here. And it does. Right here, we don't have anything great to do. We can 7 Mom if he wants to trash his, second to last life, that's fine. And we'll go 8 at the 7-drop Mom, get like him down to 1 card basically. Put him on top deck mode. If he sees a Yamato, it's pretty strong. He can try to kill me, which I mean might work out, but he just starts with the 6, so he doesn't end up killing me. Goes 8, get a Thunderbolt, not going to use it. Goes 9. Let's see, would we have lived if he just committed more on his leader? I'm curious. Oh, it goes to my Gadatsu. Okay, I guess I'll never know. But there's also like that spot where it's like, yeah, they have 3 attackers, but then like just being yellow, you randomly just don't die. I didn't even realize that he just, like, he kind of threw. Like, I think he did have game there. But instead, he's put in this spot where now I'm just back to being guaranteed alive. I will probably just hit him to 1, play an L and pass. Yeah, I could have lost this, actually. So yeah, it is possible playing it from the other end of just attacking. But I still do think it is a lot more advantageous to not attack and just establish your board and be able to fight for board with all of your big bodies into theirs. He attacks us for 8. We get a Shirahoshi trigger. So yeah, we definitely could have died the other turn. So I guess we'll be thankful he didn't do that. I'm going to keep the 8 cat unless I want to continue. Or if I want to continue, just keep, you know, getting rid of his bodies. I'll swing 9 at my 7 mom. We'll just counter for 2. And we should be able to go for game now. We'll swing 9 at Yamato. Okay. We still might be able to go for game. We'll go 8 at life. He'll take. We'll go 8 again. I'm kind of fine, you know, if he, like, did counter out of one of those, because I'd just 8 cat the 7 mom and still just be alive. He's on 0 cards now after triggering a 200 million volts. I thought it was 2 billion for the longest time, but it's actually 200 million. So we'll go 5-ish Hoshi, 7 with Enel, and then just 10 with leader. I thought he maybe got a trigger there, he didn't. So yeah, that is this game. But yeah, just wanted to talk on that for a sec. I do think not attacking your opponent and just playing for establishing a whole bunch of big bodies and then being able to swing into their bodies is much stronger than just trying to, you know, if you know, one person's fighting for board the whole time, one person's fighting, you know, just for life. I think generally the person that's just going for board and not attacking life is going to win in this matchup. But yeah, that's kind of how I've been playing the Enel mirror match. This also I find is pretty good against Sakazuki. The only problem with Sakazuki is that they can usually answer at least one of your 9 drops or top end. So you really need to make sure you have multiple top ends if you're going to commit to this strategy against Sakazuki. And also sometimes Sakazuki, they do play the 10-drop Kaido that draws 4. And if you're committing to this strategy the whole game, and then they play that card, and then you kind of just lose because they play that card. So it's like, it's kind of risky to do this against Sakazuki. I do think the matchup is more playable that way. But, you know, you could probably win against Sakazuki being aggressive as well. I don't know. I'm in between on a lot of matchups. I do think, at least for the mirror, I prefer being the one that isn't attacking. But, yeah, anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.